Hello, friends. In the last lecture, we discussed about 3.5 digit digital voltmeter. We discussed about, first of all, we discussed about how to convert analog into digital. There are the four types. Out of four types, for our design, we are going to use dual slope technique ADC. We have seen the block diagram of 3.5 digit DVM. We have seen what are the different steps are there to design 3.5 digit DVM. We solved one example also. In that we solved that example step by step. The first step is the count value, that is T1 and T2. How to select that values? For 3.5 digit, the value of T1 and T2 both should be same, and that will be the 2000. After that, we have designed the integrator circuit. That is the most important part. That integrated circuit we designed. In that, we selected the values of R and C by their formulas. After that, we have selected, or we can say that we have designed the comparator circuit, and finally we designed the 3.5 digit DVM using the BCD counters, then latches, 7 segment displays. So all we covered in the last lecture. So today, in this lecture, we are going to learn some more concepts regarding the design of 3.5 digit DVM using discrete components. So we can start. So first of all, this is the attenuator circuit. This is an attenuator circuit. Attenuator and amplifier, these terms we already know. Amplifier will amplify the signal, whereas attenuator will attenuate the signal. So attenuator circuit we can design with the help of the switches and with the help of different resistors connected in series, and by using the voltage divider or voltage division rule, we can say that we can attenuate the signal by proper switch. So attenuator circuit is designed by using resistors, and that is used for input voltage range switching. A scheme for this purpose is shown in this figure. So here required output voltage will be 0.2 volt. So 0.2 volt should be the output, input should be the different one. So Vin is connected here 0 to 2000 volt. Suppose 2000 volt is connected, we can select the maximum value. So at the output of this circuit is nothing but a voltage follower. If you are carefully observing, it's look like a voltage follower circuit. Whatever the voltage you are applying at the non-inverting terminal of this op amp, it will follows as it is. So V0 should be 0.2 volt and Vin is 2000 volt. So the resistors, set of resistors are connected in series here. So there are the 5 switches: SA, SB, SC, SD and SE. 9 mega ohm, 900K, 90K, 9K and 1K. If you are adding all those resistors, it becomes 10 mega ohm. Are you understand? So if switch SA is closed, then the voltage across 10 mega ohm we can consider, and that is nothing but 2000 volt. Are you understand? If switch SB is closed, then 900K plus 90K plus 9K plus 1K means total 1 mega. So 1 mega ohm, voltage across 1 mega ohm we can consider, means 2000 divided by 1 mega. Like this the voltage we are going to change. Now next one, so table is given here. Selected range 0 to 0.2 volt. Suppose we need 0 to 0.2 volt at the output 0.2 volt. Suppose we want, then switch SA is closed, because 2000 divided by 10 mega, that will give us the 0.2. If switch SB is closed, then it will give the 0 to 2 volt, that is 2000 divided by 1 mega. If switch SC is closed, then it will give 20 volt. If switch SD is closed, it will give the 200. If switch SE is closed, then it will give the 2000 volt. So in this way, according to the action of switch, the voltage is given to the input, that is to the non-inverting amplifier. So resistors are selected in such a way that they produce the maximum 0.2 volt output for the maximum applied input of any range. Example, Vin is 0.2 volt, as switch SE is closed, then V0 is equal to 0.2 volt. Vin is equal to, if Vin is equal to 2 volt and SB is closed, then equivalent circuit is shown here. So 2 volt is the input and SB is closed or S2 is closed, then output should be, we can find out by using voltage division, that is V0 dash is equal to 2, total voltage 2 into 1 divided by 9 mega plus 1 mega, that will give us the 0.2 volt. So in this way we can find out the voltage across the resistors by a particular switch action. Next, current measurement circuit. So in the digital voltmeter, we can, by using digital voltmeter, we can also measure the current. So here the circuit will shows that current will be the input. If that current is passing through resistor, then it will develop the voltage across that resistor. So the unknown current is passed through sense resistors, it is converted into then voltage. If current is passing through resistor, then it voltage will drop across that resistor, and that voltage is given to the positive terminal of the op amp. And as it is a voltage follower, whatever the positive whatever the voltage is applied at the positive terminal, that will be appears across the output of the op amp. So here buffer amplifier is there, it acts as a buffer amplifier. So for a full scale reading of 2 milliampere, 20 milliampere, 200 milliampere, 2 ampere only, 1K, 100 ohm, 10 ohm and 1 ohm resistors are needed respectively to produce the 2 volt. Suppose we want to keep the 2 volt output, whatever may be the input, so according to the input current, the resistors value will be changed. The R1, R2, R3, R4 are connected in parallel here. All are the dotted, shown here dotted, means at a one time only one resistor is getting connected. So R1 is 1K, R2 is 100, R3 is 10 ohm and R4 is 1 ohm. So it will act as a voltage to current converter. Suppose 2 milliampere current is there and we want 2 volt, then 2 milliampere into suppose we are using 1K, then milli and K will get cancelled, final gives, it will give the 2 volt. If 20 milliampere current is there, then 100 ohm we can use. If 200 milliampere is there, then we can use 10 ohm resistor. If 2 ampere is there, then we can use the R4, that is 1 ohm resistor. In this way we can convert the current into voltage. So we will solve now one example based on this, that is design of 3.5 digit DVM. So already one example we learned in the last lecture, that is the common example or basic example we can say. Now whatever the example we are discussing in this lecture, that type of examples are asking in university question paper for 8 marks. So this you can consider the one of the important question for the exam point of view. So design digital voltmeter for the measurement of 2 volt, 20 volt, 200 volt and 2000 volt. Assume proper input interface circuit. So we can start now. What are the given things we can say? Vin is given from 2 volt to 2000 volt. So first of all, before starting the design part, we will discuss or we will draw the block diagram of this 3.5 digit DVM according to this problem statement. So first of all, Vin is connected to the input interface circuit, then that output is given to the integrator, the output of the input interface circuit we can keep as a 2 volt. The output of the integrator is given to the comparator. The output of comparator is given to the switching device, that is AND gate. And then DVM, display circuit, is shown, counting and display circuit. Instead of drawing that big diagram, we can replace it by a small block diagram that already I told in the last lecture, so which will display the maximum value 1999. So control circuit here shown, which will provide two control signals, latch enable as well as the reset signal. So we can start with the first of all. We will discuss what are the different steps here to design the DVM. First step will be the design of input interface circuit. Then second will be design of integrator circuit. Third will be the design oblique selection of the comparator circuit. Fourth will be the design of switching and control circuit. And fifth will be the design of overall circuit, that is the DVM. So first we'll start with the first step, that is design of input interface circuit. Here, for the given variable voltage range, we must select proper input interface circuitry so that it will transform the variable input voltage 2 volt to 2000 volt into always 2 volt output. So here, whatever may be the input range from 2 volt to 2000 volt, the output of the input interface circuit must be 2 volt. So according to that, we already learned the attenuator circuit. So by using that attenuator circuit, we can convert any input voltage range into 2 volt. So according to that, the input interface circuit is shown here. R1, R2, R3, R4, 4 resistors we have taken. So instead of taking the direct value, we can design the value of R1, R2, R3 and R4, and the output is shown here. 4 switches are shown, S1, S2, S3, S4. So when S1 is pressed, it will select the voltage across R1. When S2 is pressed, it will select the voltage across R1 plus R2. When S3 is pressed, then it will select the voltage across R1 plus R2 plus R3. And when it will press the S4, it will select the voltage across R1, R2, R3 and R4. But whatever may be the output here, that output will be the 2 volt because Zener diode is connected here. So output of the integrator, this 2 volt is connected to the integrator circuit. So how to design that, we will see. R1, R2, R3, R4. So selection of R1 here. Assume that total resistors which are connected in series will be R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 is equal to 10 mega ohm. So when S1 is pressed, then what should be the voltage across that R1, that we can find out by using voltage division. So I will call as that output as a V01. So V01 is equal to R1 into Vin divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. So R1 into Vin divided by RT. So assume Vin will be the maximum value to 2000 volt. Then V01 will be the 2 volt by putting that values. So here 2 volt, then Vin is equal to 2000. Total resistance will be 10 mega ohm. So R1 value we can easily find out, that R1 is equal to 10k. So next selection of the R2 value. When S2 will be pressed, then what should be the voltage across R1 plus R2, that we can find out. So that voltage will be the V02, that is also again 2 volt. So V02 is equal to R1 plus R2 into Vin divided by RT. So Vin is equal to 2000. We are keeping the maximum voltage as an input. So V02 is again here 2 volt. So put the values here. Already we know the R1 value. So put the R1 value, only R2 will be the unknown. So put Vin is equal to now 2000. Then it will give the R2 equal to 90k. So R1 Vin will getting changed here. 200 it will be there. So next will be the selection of R3. When S3 will press, then V03 is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 into Vin divided by RT. So assume Vin is equal to 20, means we are decreasing 2220 and 2 like this. So according to that, we are going to find out the resistors by putting here R1, R2 value. We will get the value of R3. So R3 is equal to again 900 kilo ohm. And finally selection of R4. So R4 will be V0 is equal to V in into addition of all resistors divided by RT. So RT will get cancelled. V in is 2 volt. Then the value of, we can say, R4 we can find out. So that value of R4 we can get the 9 mega ohm. So in this way, once we can find out all those resistors, we can complete the design of attenuator circuit, that is also named as input interface circuit. So once again you can carefully observe, carefully read. So it is very simple to design. The values of R1, R2, R3 and R4. So attenuator circuit already we learned. If you are taking directly, that also it is acceptable. Okay, so we will move to the next steps. So these are the steps given here. So design of input interface circuit we have completed. So design of integrated circuit. Next, third will be the design of comparator circuit, design of control circuit, switching and control circuit. Switching is also mentioned there. And then last step will be design of counting and display circuit, that is replaced by one single block, that is the 3.5 digit DVM. There is no necessity to draw the complete internal diagram of that counting and display circuit. Instead of that, we can just replace it by a single block which shows the count up to the 1999. Okay, now first step is completed. We will move to the second step. So design of integrated circuit is shown here. So integrated circuit is drawn. So V in is equal to 2 volt here. So the output of the integrated circuit, the output of input interface circuit is connected to the integrator here. As V reference also we have selected minus 2 volt. So here let maximum full scale output will be V in minus of V reference. The V reference is minus 2, so put that value. So maximum full scale output will be the 4 volt. So here we have to design the values of R and C. So what are the formulas that already we discussed in the last lecture. So R is equal to maximum full scale output divided by current passing through op amp. So already we know the specification of 741, that is 741 op amp, is that the current passing through op amp will be the very less. So that will be the 20 microampere. So put the values. Maximum full scale output will be 4 volt divided by 20 microampere. So it will give R is equal to 200 kilo ohm. So in the integrated circuit mention R is equal to 200 kilo ohm. So if that not available, then you can use 180 ohm which is available, or 220 ohm which is available. Now next, RC is equal to T1 divided by F, where T1 and T2 are the count. So for the 3.5 digit, the T1 will be the 2000. Already we discussed this step in the last lecture. So here frequency which is given to the AND gate, that is not given. So for that we can assume. So let assume that frequency will be the 1 megahertz. So put the values of frequency of T1 and R value, then you will get the value of C. So C value you are getting, that is 0.01 microfarad. So next step will be third step, that will be the design of comparator, switching and control circuit. So I will combine all these three to design. So design of comparator circuit, there is no any design actually, only you have to select the op amp for the proper functioning as a comparator circuit. So select comparator circuit which is having following characteristics. It is having maximum slew rate, maximum input impedance and low output impedance, zero output offset voltage. These are the good characteristics of op amp. So that you have to assume while selecting that comparator circuit. So next step will be the design of control circuit and switching circuit. So use JK flip flop for generating a window of T1 plus T2 time. So already we learned that ramp graph in the last lecture. It will take T1 plus T2 time to convert analog into digital. So next one, it will generate flip flop is used to generate that window. To generate control signals, latch enable and reset multi operator circuit are used. Multi operator circuits using that IC 74121, that is used. For switching circuit, NAND gate is used 7400 and use 1 megahertz as a clock frequency. So final step we are discussing now. So here in the left hand side, from left hand side we can discuss. Once we design all those steps, then we can draw the entire circuit here. So first step will be the attenuator circuit. Attenuator circuit is shown here, R1, R2, R3, R4. That attenuator circuit you have to draw, switches you have to show, S1, S2, S3, S4. So V in you have to show that 2 volt to 2000 volt. So minus V reference is shown, minus 2 volt here for the integrator circuit. The output will be the 2 volt with the help of Zener diode, means whatever will be the slightly change, it will give the proper output or fixed output or regulated output 2 volt. That output is given connected to the integrator to the to the inverting terminal through switch S1. So minus 2 volt as a V reference is connected to the inverting terminal through switch S2, that is as usual. So integrated circuit is there. The output of integrated circuit is connected to the comparator circuit. The output of the comparator circuit is given to the NAND gate for generating the clock signal. Clock signal here, sorry, here clock signal, okay, clock signal is generated here. Clock signal you can take, that is here in the, you can just mention here for switching circuit, instead of NAND, AND gate is used, you can consider. So AND gate 7402 will be there, that is used. 1 megahertz frequency is shown here. So clock frequency that is getting counted, that is named as X. Now next, for generating the control signal, latch enable and reset signal, below circuit is shown. In the left hand side, already this part we discussed in the design of we can say in the PLL we discussed that power on circuitry, that then JK flip flop, then multi vibrator 74121. This part already discussed in the unit number 3. Same we have to use here for generating the latch enable and reset signal, that is shown here. The output from that comparator is connected here for generating this one. So power on circuitry is shown here. Next, last part will be the here DCU, that is the DVM part, that is display circuit will shows 1999. So whatever may be the input, the output should be the 2 volt. So 2 volt we can mention with the help of decimal point 1.999. that point is decimal point is also shown, and that is marked as a dot. So X signal is nothing but clock signal, Y and Z are the control signals are connected. Now this is the entire design of 3.5 digit DVM. Such type of problems are asked in the university question paper. So in the next lecture we will solve more number of problems based on the 3.5 digit DVM. Okay, thank you.